What's poppin', y'all? It's the Alchemist of Sound with the one of...
Gersh. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
Gersh 1, yeah.
Him, yeah.
Yeah, this is for the...
For the greater...
WAAAGH! This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put question in front of your question because we get those questions first. And make sure to get your daily dose of sleep before you do anything. This question comes from Julio Santos.
I know that guy. Oh, never mind.
He says, "Hi guys, I love your channel. You are awesome. Thank you." He says, "Greetings from Bosnia."
Ooh, Bosnia and Herzegovina?
That's in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says, "So here are my questions. Is there any custodes that have fallen to chaos? If yes, who?" So the answer is no.
Nobody. It's a big fat zero. Custodes are so pure, so magnificent. You can tell just by looking at their abs. And yeah, none of them have fallen to chaos so far. And they've got a good track record going, so I doubt they ever will. Especially since they've been created directly from the Emperor. So it's like a what do you call
Mini
it?
Primaris.
Yeah, they're like mini Primaris.
Or no, sorry, Mini Primarchs.
Mini Primarchs.
And then he has a second question. What do you think about the theory that Sanguinius would come back? Maybe an avatar of him. I think GW is going to do it, and I don't really like it, but fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like it at first. It's like, oh, he's dead. He should stay dead. But at the same time, I really think it'd be pretty cool to see a model for Sanguinius come out in the 40K aspect.
Now, would it be cool if he was an avatar? No, we already have that. That's what the Sanguinor is.
Mm-hmm.
So having a second Sanguinor would just be redundant. Next question. Unless you want to contemplate it a little bit more.
I contemplated it enough. This question is by Maxi with 2 X's and 2 Y's. Which Primarch would win overall in arm wrestling?
I would give it to Vulcan.
Yeah, probably Vulcan.
Because mass over
volume.
There you go.
Is density.
The next question comes from That Fish Guy 95. Y'all ever played Dead Space?
No, but I always wanted to.
His next question is, would you?
Yeah.
No and no.
You don't like scary things, right?
Nope, I don't like things popping out at me like that.
Go
ahead.
Razorback 77. Attempt number 1337. If they did make a Catfish 40K show, who would you want to be the hosts? Well, you gotta have Neve in it, no matter what.
And I like Max. He kind of grows on you.
Yeah, a little bit.
So I want both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want them like they are now. I want them augmented so that Neve is just a patch of chest hair surrounded by a robotic, augmentative machine. And then Max, I want to be a familiar, a cherub to be specific. And he can hold the camera like he always does. Which I never understood why they do that.
They've already got a camera crew.
They have a camera crew and there's a guy with a camera.
He's like, hey, we need you to be more a part of this show. Oh, I got a camera. And everybody's like,
yeah, I guess, okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Next question comes from Jim Dayton. Are the Tao based on Chinese culture? No, Japanese.
Japanese, yeah.
Check your privilege.
Ooh.
Oh, no, what is that called? Cultural appropriation? No. Is that cultural appropriation? Oh, no, that just means you got it wrong.
No. Billy Anderson. It's a nice, wholesome name.
Yeah, Anderson is a nice name. It rolls off the tongue. Especially the R. Anderson.
Ooh.
Next question.
It's funny because you said Ander, and then you son. It's like there's 2 R's.
Oh, yeah, Anderson.
There you go. Are there more Primaris Marines being made, or is the 10,000 the only ones? And also, are there still regular Marines being made?
Yes and yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, next question comes from Maximilian Goldgel. Can humans fall into mutual love with demonettes? Yeah. Humans. Yeah.
Space Marine. Well, here's the thing, because it's like demonettes are supposed to be alluring and whatnot, and it's supposed to make you see them as whatever you find the most attractive. But Space Marines, they don't have that kind of attraction. So it's like, do they see the Emperor or like?
Or maybe they see visions of themselves because, like, so for instance, the Slaaneshi Chaos Space Marines are, what are they called?
Noise Marines?
Not Noise Marines, but like Emperor's Children.
Mm-hmm.
And like the Emperor's Children were all about perfection, so when they look into a demonette, they would see themselves, a reflection of themselves, because they're supposed to be, what is that thing, like when you're always looking in the mirror and stuff?
Vain?
Yeah, they're very vain.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe they're just like, yeah, themselves.
Interesting.
Next question.
Witcher Drew. Would it be bad to try to catfish Slaanesh and then get her digits?
Only if you get pics.
Mm-hmm. True. And it's like, if they tell you their camera's broken or their Skype's not working, then you know something's a little fishy.
Yeah, then you gotta contact Neve and Max.
Yeah.
Next question comes from Sidrin Nevermore. How often do free blades or knights travel with chapters of regiments? Or regiments, I guess you want to say. Often, I guess, right?
I mean, yeah. You don't really hear about it too much because usually freelance knight, imperial knight pilots, that's the word I was looking for. They're usually a part of a whole like knight brotherhood.
House, yeah.
Knightly house. So they've got honor, they got to defend it and whatnot. So usually they become free blades when they've been dishonored or their whole house has been destroyed, something like that. So then they're the only ones left. So in order to atone for whatever dishonor they've done, or in order to continue serving the greater good, so to speak, then they become free blades.
And then they always are with somebody else.
Right.
Or by themselves.
Yeah, or they're just like mercenaries.
Mm-hmm. They wouldn't serve chaos though, right?
There are some chaos knights.
Well, no, but so they wouldn't serve Xenos then, would they? Because don't they come from feudal worlds, and our feudal worlds like all about hating Xenos?
Yeah, that's true.
They're basically like the country aspect of society. Anyways, next question comes from Roll Duke. Gershwan, how long have you had that coke habit, bro? JK, keep up the good work.
You've been drinking coke for a long ass time.
Oh, that's what he meant. I was getting scared. I was like, oh shit. You know my dealer? For as long as I can remember.
Yeah, it's like every meal I remember you eating, you've always got your 2 liter of coke.
Yeah.
And your glass cup. Never plastic, always glass.
Yeah.
You like to see the fizz.
Fizz.
Griselbrand. Big Titty Tau GF or Flat Justice Adeptus Sororita?
Wait, say that again?
Big Titty Tau GF or a Flat Justice Adeptus Sororita?
Why would the second one be appealing?
Because she's all about justice.
But like, if you are a sister of battle, you can't do anything, right? You gave yourself up to the emperor. You're
like, they're basically battle nuns.
So like, why would you want to be with a flat-chested nun as opposed to an exotic looking
an alien?
Yeah, alien.
Maybe you're not into hooves.
Hooves. I would go with the hooves.
I don't know why, but I just thought of like crushing.
Oh.
What's being crushed? That's up to the imagination. But yeah, for the greater good.
I guess that's a fetish, right? For the Imperium.
I guess, yeah.
Next question. Go on.
2nd Ranger Battalion. In a fit of desperation, can a Space Marine throw a Necron on his back and use the Necron's weapon?
Only if they bounce.
Bounce and break your back. So yeah, Necron weaponry can only work in the hands of Necrons, similar to how orcs operate. So I guess you could like take the Necron, just like hold him like this and like push his trigger finger. I don't know.
Yeah.
In a fit of desperation, anything can possibly happen.
Yes. True that. Next question comes from DOW234. Dawn of War 234. So he asks, what chaos god would Trump follow? Russia. Next question.
David Coots. I've seen this question a few times, so it's about time we answer it. This is, according to him, his 14th attempt. What do you think would happen if the tech priests discovered new weapons and armor from a long-dead human world, and then this technology became adapted by the Imperium? However, much later it was discovered that it was actually xenotechnology.
He's asking how often does that happen?
No, he's saying what would happen to, like, would they continue using?
Oh, yeah. So usually what happens is when you have xenotechnology and they want it, the Imperium wants it, they try to erase everything connected to the Xenos part of it, and they say, hey, look, we found this from ancient man. Even if the Adeptus, the Adeptus Mechanicus knows that it's Xenos tech, they're not going to admit to it.
Yeah, because that's kind of what's happening with the Death Watch. They're using Xeno-faced blades, when in reality those are Necron technology. Like, that's why it's able to cut so cleanly through force fields, power armor, and they know it's Necron tech, but they just call it really, really old human technology.
Right.
Word.
Next question. This one... No, I don't want that one. I have one from... Do you have one?
Noir Bad Guy. What is the connection between Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40K?
So there's a theory that says that...
Sigmar.
Well, not even, because I was going to say fantasy was a demon world, and it's a recreation of like what's going on outside of the warp, inside the warp. There's other ones that say that Sigmar is a Primarch, one of the lost Primarchs, but in reality, I don't think there is any connection.
Right. I mean, you've got similar aspects. Like, you got Chaos Gods are all there. Space Marines are essentially the equivalent to the
Stormcast Eternals.
So there's a lot of shared things, but I think in reality they're separate entities.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be cool to theorize.
Those were the questions for today. If you guys have more questions for us, comment down below. We have a Patreon. You can support us on Patreon. Show us some love over there if you can't. By liking, commenting, and sharing. You show us love, or you can send pictures of your army.
Whoa. Yeah. If not, don't forget to hit that notification button. That way you guys can be updated every time something new pops out, which will be every day.
Er day.
And this is the Sound Alchemist.
Gershwan.
And we are out of here.
Oh, I did this with my